Well, howdy, you magnificent bastards. Welcome to What's in the Bag. We are on what? Episode 7. Episode 7.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah. Ahoy, you sagacious scallywags.
It's been a hell of a 2 weeks, hasn't it? You know,
Oh, dude,
the
for real.
Chief Twit cometh. Just watching all this shit fucking just blow up on Twitter has been absolutely beautiful. Seeing all the celebrities. Oh, you're telling me the peons can become verified now too? Yeah. You get
Oh,
fucked.
yeah, no, and they're getting really upset because I don't know if you've been keeping track, if you follow Clownfish TV, but
Oh yeah.
Neon blew open what I've known for a long time is that the way you get verified on Twitter, like efficiently, is you have to pay for it.
Yeah, it'd be upwards of what was it, 5 figures?
Yeah, $15,000 is what I've heard. Now,
Fuck.
I've never been quoted that price, but I have been quoted four figures. And I was
Fucking
also offered assistance on getting more followers. And
fucking
I
twats.
I was like, wow. That's absolutely insane. And they honestly, like, they want a little too much information. Like, well, they used to. I saw it recently and it was actually um rather reasonable, like a copy of your ID,
Yeah.
which is pretty standard for verification purposes. Like how else do you expect them to verify you? I mean, you got to prove your identity.
Right.
So
Oh man, it's just drinking up them tears. Mm, mm,
so delicious. Oh,
so
dude,
delicious.
I'm watching I'm really enjoying. I'm not like Republican or anything of the sort, but I am definitely anti Big D Democrat, right?
Yeah.
I'm pro democracy, which is why I'm anti Big D Democrat because they're a very authoritarian party.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not a fan of the big two parties personally, but I don't ever I don't king shame. So vote for whomever you feel, but it's going to be best for the job. But man, those the Democrats freaking out. I'm like, how is this not the social equivalent of yelling fire in a crowded theater?
Well, you know what I have to say to them, right? Fuck you!
Word. Word.
Yeah. I mean, it's just beautiful watching all this stupidity happening on a platform, something that isn't even fucking real.
No, for real though, dude. Like, and it just goes to show that for them, Twitter's their life. Like, some of these people, they spend their day on Twitter looking for stuff to
Beavers.
be upset. Yeah, dude, looking for stuff to be upset about, and that it's so funny that you should bring that up, uh, because that's like her mo is like, what can I be outraged at today? And
Yep.
we're starting to see a decline in outrage culture, which is good.
Yep.
I figured it would happen. Uh, I was hoping it would happen sooner,
Yeah.
but
Same here.
and I'm prepared for the next 2 years of election denying, no matter what the outcome is, because both big parties, that is their favorite game right now, is to cry about election denying and then deny that they denied elections.
Yep.
Um, you know, it's
I
like,
mean,
oh, okay.
hell, there's a fucking piece of shit federal judge who over in Arizona is trying to ban cameras from the drop boxes.
Yeah, no, the destroying of oversight is horrific. Like that tendency that's going on right now to destroy oversight, to destroy accountability. Um, that's that's a no go.
Yeah.
That is a major no go. You are a no go at this station. Go back to your drill sergeant and cry.
You'll go back now.
That actually happened when I was going through training at Fort Knox. That
I'm
one guy,
sorry.
oh, it was hilarious because the poor guy, he's working on the M240, a 7.62 light machine gun,
Hmm.
and he just cannot remember this stuff. He was doing great in his practice and everything like that, but he froze under pressure, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so the drill sergeant who's in charge of the testing, he gave him 3 good solid chances, you know? And the guy just cannot seem to get it right. He goes, "You what? You are a no go at this station. Go back to your drill sergeant and cry." And he followed that order, literally, which was really like we felt bad for the guy, but at the same time, it was really funny.
Fucking Alex VRB. This better not be porn.
Well, why not? Oh yeah, I probably get too much of that on Twitter anyway. Like, dude, like lately, like within the last like few months, dude, never click on any trending hashtag.
Oof.
Oh man.
Oof.
Oh dude, it's so bad. Oh dude, it's so nightmarish. It's like, oh god, you know, I could have gone my whole life never seeing that.
All right. Do you follow that was it that new Game of Thrones show?
Oh dude, yeah, I watched it.
All right.
Yeah,
I
the
guess
House of Dragon.
yeah, I guess the current lead chick that's in it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess she's like supposed to be the adult version of the Chaka looking girl. Um
Yeah.
fucking yeah, apparently she has been voted as like one of the by GQ as one of the men of the year.
See, the patriarchy continues to win. We're taking over their sports. We're kicking, and now they're men. We're almost. Come on, guys, we can keep this going. We can erase women forever. Leftist patriarchs unite. Fucking asshats. Oh, dude, the lack of self-awareness of leftist weirdos. It's just hilarious.
Yeah. But so I guess we'll go ahead and rip off this fucking band-aid. The Punisher.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say, speaking of leftist weirdos.
So for some of y'all out there who don't know what's currently going on with the Punisher, basically just to show their dislike for anyone of the right wing persuasion that, you know, they can't have anything fucking nice, you know. Low recap. They got rid of the Punisher's skull. Now he has some stupid fucking as Tank would say, a Mandalorian looking skull now.
Yeah, dude.
He no longer uses guns. He's now a ninja by the hand, and they ignore that. What the
Emergency
fuck?
alert, or is it an Amber alert?
It's an Amber Alert on my phone. Okay, where were we? Oh, right. So, where was I?
Punisher.
Yeah. The Punisher. They retconned his past, where, as it turns out, he was like an absolute piece of shit of a husband. He was a piece of shit of a father, and he was a serial killer since the age of 8, and apparently was groomed by the Hand, uh, like his entire life to become this ultimate killer. And then now, just now, turns out he's had a super secret superpower where
Oh,
he can
goodness.
actually fly.
I believe I can fly. Flying Punisher. Like, dude, people. I've had a couple of friends like, dude, why don't you why don't you read comics anymore? And I'm like, it's not that I don't read comics anymore. it and two, it saddens me that you think that that the only comics you can think of are like Marvel and DC, which just goes to show you're not reading that many comics. You're just reading Marvel and DC. Uh,
Now, don't get me wrong. Do you remember the Amalgam comics?
oh God, yes. Unfortunately,
Well, they had some cool ones in there. I thought they had some neat ones in there. Like
everybody can be wrong.
oh yeah, but like the whole idea behind Super Soldier was pretty cool, where instead of uh Kal-El becoming Superman, he dies on impact as an infant when he lands on Earth, but they
Yeah.
take his DNA and inject him into Clark Kent,
Okay.
so he becomes Super Soldier. You know, uh, and another cool one I thought was pretty cool was Speed Demon, which was a cross between the Flash and Ghost Rider and Etrigan the Demon.
Okay. Okay.
And it was funny because he you know how Etrigan always speaks in rhymes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there in the comic they had a couple of things where I guess the writer couldn't come up with something, so he would come up with like some quick little bullshit. It's like, hey, that doesn't rhyme. He goes, yes, it does. It does rhyme. But
See, that's just so lazy. Anyway.
but they had some good ideas, and there's one I was like, okay, what if they were another good idea was crossing Sabretooth with the Joker. He'd become
Oh.
the hyena.
Ah.
Well, if you think about it, a hyena is like a animal that's just about as powerful as a lion. So, either way,
Right.
it was pretty cool. It was a pretty neat idea. Me, I always had to think about, okay, what about opposites? What if they ended up doing like another amalgam universe, except in this one, opposites were put together. And immediately what came to my mind was like, well, what happens when you have the Punisher mixed with Superman? Now you don't have, and now you don't have the whole, cape thing or whatnot. But like my idea was, okay, so we obviously can't make him too powerful like Superman, or else every bad guy on the planet would be fucking dead. So you would take some of those aspects of Superman, like his superhuman strength, his speed, and his heat vision. He's not bulletproof,
Right.
so that's where you'd see him using things like fucking dumpsters and ripping off like car doors and shit, using those for like cover and whatnot.
Right.
But and have like a storyline like that. But like, okay, that'd be just think back on it. It's like, oh, that'd be cool. And he even came up with like my own like little emblem for it.
Uh
I
huh.
can't find it anywhere, but obviously it'd be like the shield mixed with the Punisher skull. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, I like mixing ideas, but again, it's kind of like with Elseworlds. It's its own thing,
Yeah.
and that's why Elseworlds comics worked. It's because they were their own thing. They weren't part of the main universe. But now you have all this crazy bullshit that's going on in the main universes. It is just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
No, for real, dude. Like, I am often curious as to what kind of drugs they're doing, and so that way I know like what to avoid.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, dude. I mean, I was kind of an outlier when Amalgam came out. That I didn't like it. Um, I am one of the weirdos in that regard. I kind of like I was like, well, this is kind of like a blatant cash grab to me, and
And it
it was
was.
one
And
of the
there.
contributing factors as to why I walked away from mainstream comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I even walked away from like Dark Horse and Valiant back in the day. I just, I just couldn't abide by it anymore.
I loved Valiant's Turok books, though.
Turok was good. I enjoyed. What was it?
Exo Man of War.
EXO. Yeah. Ninjak was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I dude, I Solar.
Bloodshot.
Yeah, Bloodshot was fun.
It made me sad because the movie wasn't actually that bad.
Oh, I didn't bother.
It wasn't that bad. They should have went the rated R route with it because it's fucking Bloodshot.
Yeah, it kind of like boggles my mind that wasn't like the de facto. Hearing that,
Yeah,
I mean, I never even looked into it because, like, with a lot of these IPs, if the first thing I see for an IP is outrage marketing,
mhm.
I am pretty well convinced that the product is crap.
Yep.
Uh, and that just might be me. Um, but like there's so many things. Like I just found out that what was it? The Hustle, the remake. Well, it's a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh yeah.
That the people who were complaining about it, because it's gender swapped, it's all woke and stuff, and it's like, so yeah, if you remember, like the original, apparently the Hustle follows like the pretty much the same plot from the original, which is apparently a derivative plot from a Marlon Brando movie that I did not know, and the wife and I were on the high seas right now trying to find a copy of that, because we want to see how much the difference was there with that version, right?
Right.
Dang it, I screwed that up. Anyway, but it's like, yeah. So if you're paying attention to the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, who's the greatest con artist in the whole thing? The chick, because she scams them both.
Yep.
Right. Apparently, it's the exact same story, and they gender swapped everyone. So who's the greatest con artist of them all?
The dude.
The dude. And I'm like, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to give this one a shot because it seems kind of funny. I heard that Rebel Wilson's performance in it is actually really funny. Like she makes a good idiot, which that entertains you because Steve Martin's character was a complete idiot.
Yeah.
But that's like one of the things. But all the outrage marketing, I was like, no, that's fine. I'm not even gonna bother looking at it.
I'm okay with Rebel Wilson. She's not as obnoxious as Melissa McCarthy.
Well, Rebel Wilson got a lot of flack for losing weight. I know.
Yeah, I think
dare she get healthy?
I think that woke her up a bit too.
Yeah. I noticed that. I was noticing that the left seemed to like her less after she started losing weight, and I'm like, well, yeah, because you're not feeding their narrative of fat is healthy.
Yeah, same thing with Adele.
Yeah, and Adele. Yeah, no, and it's like I'm super happy to see because they looked healthier. Their skin was more vibrant. Their eyes had less bags under them. It's like they were arguably more attractive, and since that is part of their business model to be attractive, right? That does help them making money, which of course capitalism bad apparently, unless it's your capitalism,
Yeah.
with Chinese characteristics. Oh, I hate those douches so much.
Fucking yeah. It's just all the outrage marketing. It's fucking stupid.
It's a big turnoff for me.
And most of the time it backfires on them too.
Yeah.
But they still try it. It's fucking weird. It's like them trying communism over and over and over again. It's never fucking worked. What makes you think it's going to work now?
And I'm like, you know what? People are always going to not like your product, by the way. Big
Yeah.
spoiler alert for anybody looking to make product out there. There's always going to be someone who hates you for making that does not like it. It doesn't meet their expectations, etc., etc. And it's like, that's fine. If we all liked the same thing, there'd only be one flavor of ice cream, one television show, you know,
Yep.
like it would be clown shoes. Um,
And that television show would be Ow My Balls.
yeah, dude, it really would be too.
he got kicked in the balls.
Oh, for real. It would be the realm of that stupid build. It really would. Which is so horrifying. Getting some stuff, spotting some blacks that I didn't spot before because I changed direction on this commission so many times. Sometimes, I don't know. This one was started earlier in the year when things were real rough. Still not in the clear yet, but doing so much better now. For real. So much better now. But yeah, no, dude. Like Marvel just can't do anything truly original. Like when I saw the new Ghost Rider in his car, that's their idea of originality. We're gonna put him in a car. It's like, okay, so you're gonna take the character who has always been on a motorcycle or a horse, which a motorcycle is an iron horse. You're gonna put him in a car. Okay, cool. And we're gonna put him in a Camaro because he's Latinx or whatever the Kleenex. He's Latinx.
And
They put it.
the
And I'm
fucking
like, well,
design.
that's a little racist. And then they're like, yeah, and we're gonna redesign the skull. And it's like, dude, it's like Bleach called. They want their hollow back.
Oh fuck.
Like I saw the design of the new. What is it? Is his name Robbie Reyes?
Yeah, Robbie Reyes.
Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and I was like, dude, that is like straight up a ripoff from Bleach. I think Viz Entertainment does have grounds for a lawsuit. Because it is like straight ripoff.
Now, mind you, all right. So you brought up the whole motorcycle and the horse thing. Have you seen all the different Ghost Riders, like I guess throughout time?
No, I've only seen three. The Ghost Rider from the past, who was on his horse,
Right.
Johnny and Dan. Those are the only Ghost Riders I'm.
And Vengeance. Don't forget Vengeance.
I don't know who Vengeance is.
What?
Yeah, dude, I checked out in '97, and I stopped reading Ghost Rider actually long before that because the title it just went downhill. I didn't care anymore.
Vengeance, even though his transformation was different, basically he was a cop who's, if I can remember correctly, I think they thought his partner was killed by the Punisher. Or not by the Punisher, by Ghost Rider.
Okay.
And he ended up making a deal with Mephisto.
Oh, interesting.
And he became a writer. But let me find a picture. Give me a moment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I had no idea of this Vengeance character. Because honestly, I stopped paying attention. I was like, dude, my money is better spent on IPs like Mouse Guard and Heavy Metal Magazine, even though I noped out of that.
And believe it. Oh, that was another figure I had, was a figure of Vengeance. So basically, the first Nicolas Cage movie, his motorcycle was more based off of Vengeance's motorcycle.
Oh,
So
what the hell was that?
what the?
I don't hear any screaming. Okay. There was just a loud noise in the kitchen, and so my dad alarm went off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, damn, that was fucking loud.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might have been the lid from the pot. I think somebody grabbed it without testing it. It's like, come on, guys. I know I taught you better than this.
So there's Vengeance,
All right, hold on. Let me get over to that so I can see it.
and this motherfucker's peak 90s.
Oh, Lord. God, that is one of the reasons I noped out, was designs like that.
But yeah,
Everything is jagged and chrome. Look how chrome it is. Lame.
if you remember, so the first Ghost Rider movie, if you remember the cop that was always after Johnny.
No, I never watched the first Ghost Rider movie.
Oh,
I never finished it. I disliked it that much. I just like, yep, nope. I'm done wasting my life on this. Yeah. No, see,
fair.
I'm a huge fan of comic books, right? I'm a huge fan of the comic book storytelling, of graphic storytelling and whatnot. I just don't like Marvel and DC. I'm not into capes and tights. And I might even still be a reader if the storylines that they had set up had actually progressed. Like if the bat stayed broken. If the bat had stayed broken, I might have actually continued reading Batman. But nope, they didn't. The writers didn't know what to do. They panicked and fixed him. And I was like, dude, but this is the perfect opportunity to turn him into the Batman from Batman Beyond.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it was. I love the Death and Return of Superman story. I like his return. I like it, but it was also a missed opportunity when they introduced Connor, the clone Superboy.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? Actually, it would have been great if you got to see him progress to become Superman.
Yeah. No, see, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see like him progress, eventually get the power of flight, because you can always BS it in there. And
He could fly.
Connor?
Yeah, Connor was
Could
able
he
to fly.
fly? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the reboot of Superboy that couldn't fly.
John Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fly, then became gay Superman.
Dude.
God, oh, that pisses me off so fucking much. God damn. That pisses me off. Man, all right.
What? Uh-oh.
That is always going to be my biggest rant with DC. Not gay Superman. Them canceling Super Sons and aging John up. That is going to be the biggest complaint I will ever have with DC, is what they fucking did there.
Of course, they had to age him up. They wanted to write saucy fan fiction.
Yeah. But it was like they fucking DC was selling that book so damn well. I mean, that book, that was Super Sons was a hit.
Yeah.
Then they got fucking Bendis, of all fucking people.
Oh, yeah, no. Bendis ruins whatever he touches.
Yeah.
He is a hack.
And it was great because the reason why Super Sons was so great was because it was just two kids being little kids in superhero situations. Getting into fucking shenanigans and being superheroes. Yep. That's all it was. There was no lecturing, none of that shit.
Well, that's why they had to destroy it.
Yeah.
because there was no lecturing. Because these these people growing up had terrible parents who never actually had a real conversation with them. They always talked down to their kid. I can tell. Um, and by doing so, they dramatize this as adults. They never have a conversation with you. They're always talking down to you, and it's like, okay, no, I get it. Your parents sucked, but
Hey, Paladin.
yo, speaking of the devil, here we got so far. Hold on, I'm about to do a magic trick. Boop. Little,
Bloop.
yeah, little block shading. There. Then I'll go in and just feather it, but and do highlights and other fun things like that. But yeah, I'm trying to get this done tonight. Dude, I got real sick. I think I caught a case of the long coof. I don't think I had collected that variant yet. And so I was, dude, how long was I sick? About what, 3 weeks? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But then, like last weekend, you're like, dude, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, no, last weekend I was just like, dude, I couldn't stay awake. It's like I had narcolepsy.
It's probably your body telling you something like, hey, you need to take a long sleep to get over this one, dude.
Yeah, well, that and I have been running the engine like real heavy,
Yeah.
uh, trying to get these bills paid and whatnot, and having to contend with the ridiculous amounts of refunds I've had to give out because I had people canceling orders.
Oof.
Yep, demanding
I was wondering.
refunds.
I was wondering what happened out there. All of a sudden, you're like, "Hey, man, emergency commissions." I was like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, no. Yeah, I had a bunch of nasty stuff going down. And there's a couple of people in comics that, dude, if they want war, I can bring it to them. Do not mistake my policy of generally do not speak ill of others as a weakness. That I won't go on the war path, um, especially when you're threatening the livelihood of my family and whatnot. You know, and yeah, and those guys, they know who they are. They definitely know who they are. They know what they did, and if they don't knock it the fuck off, I'm gonna come for them, and it won't be pretty, and I won't have to release a single DM because I don't do that. Anything said to me in confidence, whether I like you or not, is said in confidence. But these ass hats, it's like, look, I can just go to your public posts. I don't have to go to a DM to destroy these people. I can just go to what they post publicly. Like Greg Levitt. That guy, he decided he wanted to declare war. He just will not stop talking shit about me in back rooms. So it's like, okay, cool. You know what? So guess what? Greg Levitt is anti-Comicsgate. Don't believe me? Go look at his Facebook feed. That's all you have to do. Go look. You can look for yourself. He is an anti-Comicsgate, insincere piece of shit. And and even though I still can't stand the guy, people were like asking me, like, so you think Gun Demon's not going to be delivered? I was like, oh, I think Gun Demon will be delivered. It's going to be late, but that's, due to funding and whatnot, but that's fine. John Howard is a fantastic artist, so that's always good. Oops. And John Howard will be available for commissions too. He's going to be focusing more, apparently, more on his art career this next year, which I'm very happy to see because the guy's got a talent. You know, he's a good visual storyteller. So
Paladin is saying, do send me a copy of the picture in black and white.
yes, I definitely will do that. Yeah, I'm following the last order, which was give me black and white, and that's why I am expediting this as we literally as we speak.
And I will have you do a second image after this for sure.
Oh,
Man.
groovy.
Man.
Man. What's up, man? All right.
And he also said he's working on the pulp short novella.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. That looks like a lot of fun. What he's working on right now. That's kind of cool. What he's working on.
Oh, nice Mormon.
Did that show the entire thing?
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Okay, it freaked out on me there for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, StreamYard, StreamYard's gotten a lot better. I'm going to give props where props are due. But their code is still wonky and not optimized. But, hey, improvement is improvement, and that's what we got to do. Positive reinforcement, right, of behavior you want to see. And I like to see that they're actually moving forward, unlike Indiegogo, which has been moving backwards.
Joe San Art? What? Just saw the first draft of Act 1 and said it was great build-up.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Is that for the stuff that Paladin Dragoon Rider's working on?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, Josen Art, dude.
Okay,
dude.
Yeah, Josen. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Josen Art. There's an account to follow too, man. Great stuff. Absolutely love it. Like, there are so many underrated artists that are, like, for real. If the big folks aren't paying attention, it's going to be to their detriment, because these folks are pumping out work and getting better at a rapid pace. Like, dude, like, look at Michael Bancroft, man. Have you seen the latest stuff that he's been pumping out?
Oh yeah,
dude, like he is leveling up like a mofo, and it's absolutely fantastic. And Dean James, aka the Comics Mate, his artwork, dude, like, absolutely fantastic. I'm really digging it, man. I'm really digging it. And of course, we can't forget Vic King as well.
Mm-hmm.
That guy he's been bringing the heat. Although I heard he and Captain Infinity had a lover's quarrel.
Bringing the heat and the Z's at the same time.
That's right.
The snooze stream.
Dude, that's how hard that guy works, though. It's like you got to admire that. It's like, well, you know what? At least you are pushing yourself to an absolute limit, right? That breaking point where it's like the body just goes, yeah, no. Where the body's just like, yeah, no, we're done. It's nighttime. Like, it is funny, though. It is funny to give Vic like a hard time about it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, respect. Like, that's something I can respect. That you can push yourself to the point where it's like the body just goes, yeah, brah, no. All right, Any other blacks that I need to spot in this foreground? Oh yeah, plenty. Trying to. There's a lot going on in this picture. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Just ruining everything. Ruined. Ruined. Yeah, Rugula. Sorry, that's from an old Saturday Night Live sketch that actually wasn't funny at all, except for like one actor. I think it was Chris Kattan being all like, "Yeah, Rugula,"
Yeah.
and the rest of the skit wasn't funny. Uh, but that moment was just so out there that was
I,
funny.
on very rare occasions, did I ever find Chris Kattan funny.
Yeah, no, the Bobo,
Yeah, that's the. I was about ready to say the monkey thing is the only thing he had going for him.
dude, Bobo, especially with The Rock, who is played Bobo's dad.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like that was just, oh, it was so funny, man, because they're just messily eating apple and spitting it all over each other, and they're trying to make each other crack up.
Yeah,
Because apparently, because that's how you could tell like shenanigans went on, like during the during rehearsals, you know,
yeah.
and I don't know why I'm doing it all the way down there. That's outside of the cutoff zone. That's wasted time. See, that's wasted time. See that there's this margin right here that is like, yes, that is the edge of the picture, and when I turn it in, I'm gonna delete everything on the outside of that margin because it's all just wasted space. Because that is there for extra thing, but the 2x3 is the important area. So there I go, ruining Christmas again. Oh man, it's hilarious, dude. Like the amount of stupidity going on out there right now. Um, we look at like mainstream, like pretty much anywhere, right? Um, and not only is like most of it garbage, but like they think it's good. And
Sniffing their own farts.
like for real, like they think they're profound. And it's like, dude, bro, do you even prose? It's become my latest thing, bro. Do you even prose? Like, oh my goodness, it's just awful, awful. It's just god awful. Gives me a rash. Yeah, I break out in indie comics, and then people are complaining that indie comics aren't good. I'm like, dude, do you read indie comics? Like, indie comics are way better than mainstream.
Yep.
I will take the worst. No, I can't say that. I will take the worst of indie comics over some of the best of mainstream. One, because mainstream's just they're dead to me. I'm done. I don't give a crap that Mark Silverstreet is working on Batman. I'm like, okay, cool. At this point, uh, you're polishing a turd.
At this point, there is no point.
Yeah, no, there is no point. Dang it. I messed up.
What you do?
I accidentally undid a bunch of blocking. That's all right. It's only about like 5 minutes of wasted time. So
I don't know what that means anyway. So.
Oh, okay. So blocking is I'm grabbing these large areas and I am just filling them in with black.
Oh, okay.
And so that is essentially what I'm doing here. So I'm just grabbing large areas, filling them in with black, and off of that, I will go ahead and start feathering in detail and stuff like that. So let me get out here. Oh, stretch my back up for a second. Oh God, that whole area up there on the top that it was blocked in. Wow, I really did foul up. That's okay. It's one of the advantages of working digitally is like, at first you don't succeed. Uh, Load an earlier save. No, sometimes, you can slop it in. Just don't tell people you're slopping it in. All right, cat, I fucking swear to God. Comes up. He's all like super friendly. He's such a lovable little bastard. But no, get. Oh my God. Like for real, cat. Oh my God. Get off. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Alex, you're famous on Twitter.
He tried to kill me. You're all witnesses. Killing me softly with his words. Oh wait. His purrs.
What the fuck? No, I'm gonna have to hunt this down. Give me a moment. I'm gonna bring this up. It's from Eagle Rider. So,
Oh, dude. All right. What is she victim of now?
what? No, not that. Nothing like that. I didn't think you were going to go there. What the fuck?
Oh, I don't have any problems with her. It's just that the whining really gets to me. I think that she's actually a pretty neat person, but just it just never ends. There's always something wrong, something going afoul. And I'm like, come on, dude, don't do this. Don't do this.
Now, it was this thing that she shared. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, oh, hey, Alex, you're famous.
Oh, no. Alex, what did you do?
Chrome tab. Twitter? Yes, that's the one. There we go. 3 types of racist Comicsgate trolls.
Oh,
Asian
yeah.
Yeah, have you seen this one?
I did. I did.
Asians are good, Jews are fine, but they disapprove of racial mixing. Something about colonizers or appropriation. I don't know. God damn it, Alex.
Outstanding, good sir.
Out fucking standing.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like the complaining has just gotten like way overboard, and I understand that she's in a rough situation, but it's like, dude, calm. If you keep yourself in a negative mindset, negative stuff will always be happening around you.
Alex VRB, I was just drinking some whiskey, messing with the idiot, and he got butthurt. You're welcome.
I love it. Now, I love it when the wokies are triggered. It entertains me.
Yes.
They should be butthurt more often. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not possible.
I think
not scientifically possible.
I've triggered one or two. It's always funny to see.
Right.
Especially when they try to pull the whole, you just don't like Hispanics and you're a homophobe. It's like, I'm fucking Hispanic and I'm bi. Try again, fucker.
Try again. Right? No, see, that's the thing is that they have this cognitive distance. They have, they have this preconceived notion as to how things are, uh, and it's just like, okay, yeah, no, dude, your opinion is absolutely worthless. Uh, your sources that you're citing are absolutely worthless. They'll cite sources that are known to be patently false.
Yeah.
They're authoritarian. They love their authority. They love being told what to do because they have no real sense of personal responsibility.
Yep.
And
And that's what was so that was what was so great about basic training. The hardest, easiest job you'll ever have.
yep,
Just shut the fuck up, do what you're told, everything's gravy.
right.
Until you fuck up that one thing that you were told.
Well, now drill sergeants are being told they can't be screaming at privates and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, friggin' they're no longer allowed to do shark attacks and all that kind of shit. Fucking man.
Dude, I ended up getting smoked during a shark attack because I knew it was coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I did not keep a straight face. Because I'm trying not to laugh because we're getting smoked, and I have like the most effed up sense of humor. Like it will get me my crap.
Are you the one guy that's grinning in the test screening of the thing while everyone else has this fucking horrified look on their face?
Dude, in the beginning of Meet Joe Black, where Brad Pitt's character dies, like I burst out into laughter in the middle of the movie theater. And I blame that one on the visual effects department for that movie, because if they didn't want me to laugh, they shouldn't have like ping ponged him between a car and a bus and a truck and have his body fall unceremoniously into the middle of the street. If you didn't want me to laugh, you shouldn't have made it funny. My wife, we were dating at the time. My wife was so pissed. She was like, "You're embarrassing me." She wasn't wrong. Because the looks that I got.
All right, so give me a moment. I gotta share this. So it's not the clean version that I was looking for, but it's still the photo. This was apparently a photo taken during the screening of John Carpenter's The Thing.
All right, hold on. Give me a second to get over there. Where's that? There we go.
And you see this motherfucker all the way in the back. That was you.
yeah, that was me. I'm like, oh, dude, that dude totally got Cronenberg. Oh yeah. Like, dude, the Thing prequel, it was meh.
It was a meh film.
It wasn't bad, but
it was just meh.
Meh.
I mean, I like what they did, but at the same time, I didn't.
Yeah, it was just like, eh.
It's like they CG'd the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, there were no practical effects. The story was really kind of flat.
There were practical effects. The practical effects were there. And Amalgam Dynamics, a great fucking practical effects company, did all the work and everything. And then after they were done, the studio turned around, basically went behind their backs. Okay, put CG over all their practical effects.
Hey, and that's the studio's prerogative, but I felt like it cheapened the effect.
It did.
Well, I had a client recently come to me about one of the pictures that I finished, and it was finished. The picture was finished to their satisfaction. But they wanted to get some editorial changes done by their in-house artist, the person who's actually working on the book, for stylistic reasons. And the person was asking me if I was going to be upset by this, and I was like, "Dude, I've worked in commercial art for a long time, and a production line is usually how things work. When Action Comics number 1000 was being worked on, like that cover, the primary cover of this simple shot of Superman flying up into the air, the classic iconic imagery, that went through like what 29 edits, and most of them were minor, like tweak the position of the fist, redraw some of the background. Okay, how about we tweak some of this, tweak a little bit of that, because dude, we're talking about the whether you like it or not, which I am of the crowd of not. Action Comics 1000s, that has to be an iconic issue. That has to be classic. It has to be an instant classic as far as visuals go. And it was one of the few times that I'd actually seen professionalism out of DC Comics in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead and back out, take a look at this. Okay, that's starting to look much, much better, especially when you consider that, and I'm not going to delete any of this stuff. Oops. There we go. And then we grab this. Come on, there we go. Oops, dang it.
All right, so... Oh, damn it. It's fucking super tiny. Can you see that?
Hold on a second. I'm laser focused on something. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's one of the practical effects. So was this one.
Oh, holy cow.
And obviously they were going to CG that dude's head out of there, but
right.
But then yeah, I don't know why the fuck this is showing up super tiny. Fucking piece of shit.
Wow, they ruined it.
And then this was actually supposed to be in the movie.
Oh, that's dope.
This was all right. So, all right, you remember at the end of the movie that stupid Tetris square?
Yeah.
That's what was originally in that spot, and that was supposed to be what the original Alien pilot that the thing took over.
Oh, I love it. I do. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, but the fucking studios fucking about like they always fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. There we go. So, now that I've whited out, the stuff that you see inked is the actual picture.
oh shit. Right, oh shit.
What?
We had a porn bot.
Yay! There we go.
We're moving up in the world, people.
So there you can see what the actual like working area actually looks like. Right, that first line in, that is the potential page bleed, and that second line in is the furthest that a word bubble should be, or anything that you really, really want, because that's like guaranteed, no matter, like, even if your printer screws it up and offsets it by a little bit more, that'll still show, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and I'm used to working like this because I've been doing this since, well, I got started doing this back when technology wasn't good. It's, of course, much better now, but yeah, it's starting to come in. It's starting to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking badass, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. Got to make sure that the lighting is good. I got to go back in and do up Leela's back a little better. Sometimes I'll just set it down and walk away for a minute, because I got to get this done. I got to get it out of the way. I got to start doing breakdowns for Neon Revenant. Like, I got to really got to get started on that.
Yeah.
Because we want that done sometime around March timeframe.
Yeah. Shit, I
At
still need
least
to
the
get.
line art,
So
so that you can go into like, so that way you can start getting the lettering and the coloring, and because that's all going to take time too.
yeah. The lettering that's going to be easy for me to do. Like I said, I got the lettering software to do it.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
uh, well, it does. I mean, those are the same lettering that you saw on the pictures that I did or on those pictures that you made, or
Okay,
on that
yeah.
picture that you made. So, yeah, it's going to be the same system. So,
Oh, beautiful,
it
beautiful.
it, it makes the word bubbles and all that kind of stuff, and you know,
Nice.
uh,
Nice.
yeah, it's just damn. Time flies.
It does. No, it does. And around that March time frame, um, that is also when production kicks into like full gear
Hmm.
for the Regency coming from Ben Phelps.
Yep.
Um, and that one is the development on that one is just awesome, dude. It's like,
Hail, Pale Rider.
hail, Pale Rider. Cheers.
Welcome to the show.
That one's going to be awesome. The amount of development that's been going into that is absolutely fantastic. Um, yeah, I think it's going to take the genre of paranormal response um, to a whole new level.
Hmm.
And of course, like in that, we talk about like the X Files, SCP, Warehouse 13, that kind of that's the genre door kickers from Scott
Yeah.
McCullough, right?
Hmm.
I think it's going to be pretty awesome because it's a nice meeting point between that genre and what we're more accustomed to seeing in superhero comics,
Hmm.
but not so much capes and tights.
Right.
There are some cool skin tight outfits and whatnot in the designs, and there's actually good reasoning for that. Everything has a reason. Ben Phelps has really come a long way as a developer, and this thing is it's gonna bang, dude. It's gonna bang. It's going to be damn good, and the characters are going to be compelling, and you're gonna despise the villains and root for the heroes, and then after a while you're going to realize that some people weren't what they were originally advertised to be,
Hmm.
and
Oh
then
shit.
it's got good paradigm shifts. So what's up?
We got Dean.
Yay! Speaking of the comics, mate. Good day.
We got Dane.
Yeah, we were just talking about you. All bad.
Talking all types of shit on you, dude. All
That's
types
right.
of
We're
shit.
saying like, oh, dude, that guy's art's getting better. It makes me sick. He's kind of a nice guy. That's just disgusting. That kind of stuff.
All that gay shit.
All the gay stuff. He's into kissing girls. Ugh, gross. And no, you all got to sign up for the Embrace too. Unfortunately, I think that's another art contest I'm gonna miss. So I miss all the art. I love watching. I love art contests. I really do. I think they're absolutely fantastic for marketing, and more people should do them. Unfortunately, with life the way it's been, I don't even have time to do much of anything. I'm usually trapped in Deadland, like some kind of chump or something. This disgusting breeder.
We're rubber folks.
Oh, dude. You know, you ever roll dice?
I rolled the dice once. That was scary enough for me.
Oh, dude. I love my youngest, but they are proof that there's a reason why it doesn't say 100% effective on all the packages. Like, that is somebody who is determined to come into this world, and they weren't taking no for an answer.
And Paladin comes in with a huzzah!
Huzzah! Oh man, just too much. That's how we became the Brady Bunch. Do do do.
Just hired Shay. She's going to do a little bit of artwork for the Neon Revenant. So
Ooh.
yeah, just a little piece. I want to see a little bit of her fucked up rendition on the emblem. So
Okay.
her little fucked up and creepy rendition. So
Oh, I like it. I like it. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, pardon me.
Do you have the cat locked in a closet?
No, see, he's in horny jail because that's another thing that I have to afford. And right now, he's down in the basement where my office is because it's easy for me to grab the bottle of white vinegar and go spray wherever he's marking down here and get the stench out. Right, but what's upstairs? One is we've got a female cat upstairs.
Uh-oh.
And she needs to get spayed. Like I said, it's been a tough year. So one, that. And then two is that...
Fucking Alex. The cat's running around going, skeet, skeet, skeet.
No, for real, you ain't wrong. And so, like, it's easy to just zap it with some white vinegar and get rid of the stench because upstairs is where all the cloth is, and that's where things get ruined. And then we start smelling like somebody who voted. Our house starts smelling like a house that voted for Biden.
Yes.
And I don't want that stench in my house. So yeah, he's down here in horny jail. Bonk.
Yeah, when I first got my cat, I was told she was spayed, and she escaped outside for 5 fucking minutes, came back, and yeah, it turned out that wasn't the case.
Right, yeah.
It's like, wow, you're getting awfully fat. It's like, pick her up. I'm like, that doesn't feel like a full belly. What? Is that a fucking head in there? Ah, god damn it.
Right, and it's like, look, no, we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. We got these. We will. All of our cats are rescues. All of our animals are rescues. Actually, our cats and our dog, and the ferrets we have. They're all rescues. That's just how we roll in this house. And we don't contribute to the breeding mills and whatnot. But the latest 2 editions, they were like literally rescued from under the house. Like a stray cat had parked under the house and abandoned the kittens. And so we rescued them and brought them into the family. And of course, it's a great opportunity for kids to learn responsibility.
It's funny because my brother, he lived with me for a while. He finally moved out. Then he dated it. Then he ended up marrying a chick who liked cats, and he used to bitch and complain about cats when he lived with me because of my cat. But it's also funny because they already had 2 cats. Their names are Harley and Quinn. And they ended up finding a kitten on the side of the road. They brought him in, and the original thing was, oh, we're going to give him to someone else. That turned out not to be the case. And this little kitten used to get the shit beat out of it by their 2 other cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's bigger than them both.
Uh-oh.
And he beats the shit out of them on a regular basis.
which is hilarious because my dog is a medium-sized mutt, and he's frequently bullied by the cats. Because when he was a puppy, they just beat the crap out of him, dude. So he is terrified of cats because they have claws. Although as they've gotten more aggressive and he is older now and gives less cares about them, he's come to realize that honestly, unless they get him on the nose, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that moment of, you have no power over me.
Just because you have claws? You think this gives you power over me? As much of a terrible Bane he was, I still liked him as a character.
Well, you know what? He was good for the role they gave him. But nobody has managed to capture Bane yet. Nobody's managed to write Bane properly into film or anything. Honestly,
The
other than
animated
the
series was the only one that was able to nail him right.
Yep. Yeah, and that's because that was hot, man. That was like when it was coming out,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everyone ever since then, it's like, no, we're gonna reinvent this character, and it's like, dude, you don't reinvent what Chuck Dixon writes.
Yeah, no.
Like, there are a handful of writers out there that you don't mess with it. If you need to mess with it, you bring them in on it and have them work on it. Bane is one of the better Batman villains. But yeah, they probably ruined that too. He's probably like Ultra MAGA now.
No.
Oh.
No, I think that's the only character they haven't quite ruined yet. I mean, they did try to do the whole anti-hero thing with him.
Yeah,
kind of, sorta. It's fucking weird how they went about it.
Well, they think that acts of villainy are acts of heroism. Like they praise villainy, which is funny because they take financial advice from a guy who squandered 2 generational fortunes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here. If you're going to take financial advice like that, then I've got some beachfront property in Colorado you might be interested in. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out and see how that looks.
And Paladin says, give them time.
Give them time. Yeah, no, for real. Now that we brought it up, Streisand effect, it's ruined. I apologize in advance for ruining Bane.
God damn it, we fucking jinxed it.
Yep, I have jinxed it. Now that they're aware, they will come for him. He's next. He's gonna transition to It's Ma'am.
Actually, if I remember correctly, he did have a pretty hot daughter.
Yeah, nope, she's a dude now. Yep, nope. They're all topsy turvy now, and all because we mentioned that it hadn't been ruined yet. Like, oh shit, we forgot one. They like this. Quick, destroy it. Ruin all fun.
And not gonna lie, her character, her name was Vengeance. I think she's supposed to be the daughter of Bane. She's a pretty cool looking character.
Oh. Alrighty then. But yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Alright. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Fuck you. Stop it.
What are you doing? What's going on? You being attacked by an animal?
I'm trying to bring up this fucking image, and it's being fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah. I had a cat who was trying to climb up onto my shoulders, and I've been trying to. He's actually decently well trained. Um, my daughter did train this cat, but one thing he doesn't, and she unfortunately, like, she let him when she was drawing, she would let him sit on her shoulders.
There she is.
All right, hold on. Let me get over there. Take a look. That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty decent. She's all jacked up on venom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's fairly decent.
Oh, daughter/clone of Bane.
Of course she's a clone. Of course she's a clone.
Can't have enough clones.
Yep, gotta clone them all. Chimpoku man. Yeah, garbage, pure garbage.
But yeah, she's a Venom user. So
yeah, no, that looked, she looked roided up with the blasted veins and the oversized musculature. Although that was actually properly drawn, like the muscle proportions.
Yeah,
actually properly drawn. It's like, holy cow. Not unlike She-Hulk in the comic, which was just like straight up, it's ma'am. For real, I was like, oh my god, do we not have any self-awareness? That's not how females build bulk at all.
Unless they're specifically on, male testosterone.
That's it. Yep, that is the only way that they build up that kind of bulk, is if they are actively juicing testosterone. Not gamma radiation, but testosterone.
Yep.
See, She-Hulk has been juicing, but it was gamma. But apparently she's been juicing the beta radiation. By that I mean beta male radiation. The reason I use that terminology is because it upsets them.
Yep.
And that amuses me.
Yep.
Because we all know that stuff has been completely debunked. It was, the whole alpha wolf, beta wolf thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was debunked within a couple of years of its original publication. Like, that was by the original author. And but U.S. Department of Education teaching every subject as a meme since 1979.
Yep.
Sad sack SOBs. Dude, when the U.S. Department of Education was created, we were in the top 10 of educated countries in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We're not even in the top 50 now.
Yep.
It's like, dude, get rid of it. It's just become money laundering.
Yep. Money laundering and schemes of certain folks who prefer the younger persuasion.
Oh, yeah. The G word that we can't say. But it absolutely is. They have that whole coalition of gays against it.
Yeah. That word that almost rhymes with boomers.
Yeah, that's right.
Almost. It does rhyme with boomers.
Shh. Too loud, they'll hear you. Oh, dude. All right.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
World War Hell Dan, welcome to the chat.
What's up, Dan? How you doing?
That's because states competed with other states over education. Yep.
And Mississippi, even though Mississippi was like our worst state when it came to education at the time, and it still is, by the way. It was a matter of contrast. See, it was like, yeah, but when you compared like even our worst states versus other countries, dude, we were taking them to the cleaners.
Yep.
And now, it's like, dude, if I have to teach, now the kids are homeschooled, but if I, and now, and on a much better curriculum than they were when we were in California. California was very strict about the curriculum. Um, Illinois is actually a lot looser on that. But like, dude, we're having to reteach uh, a lot of the kids like basics, and it's because like, and we watched as they're as they were getting passing grades, but they didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, and it's hard not to get frustrated. Both my wife and I, um, we were both reading from a very young age. We're both, self starters, and have a lot of, self education in there. Uh, I mean, dude, I considered screwing up at college a 3.76 GPA.
I didn't go to college.
And so I joined the Army.
And that's part of the reason why I joined the Air Force was to
To go to college?
go to college, but my own stupidity prevented that one.
Uh-oh.
uh,
Well, your college failed you then.
no. My college didn't fail me. I just can't use the GI Bill.
Oh, I understand that one.
But yeah, out of my own stupidity. I didn't get a dishonorable discharge or anything like that. It's just like,
Yeah, well, if you get a medical chapter or anything the equivalent thereof, you're pretty much assed out.
yeah.
They screw you. They'll screw you any chance they get, though. So just to be fair,
Mm-hmm.
they do that. I mean, I've been barking up the VA tree for, God, it feels like forever, 15 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing, not even a doctor's appointment. I have to pay for everything out of pocket, and I am very much, by legal definitions, I am disabled. I'm just too stubborn to let it stop me. But that will only last for so long.
Yeah.
My stubbornness will only keep me. I mean, I can't do what my trade that I learned from a young age, tile, carpentry.
Well,
Yeah. So I don't have a choice. I have to learn how to turn doing art and comic books into an income. Because here in this small town, there's not a lot of room for my previous business. And because I've lost almost everything in the move, anyways, I don't even own a suit anymore.
you should talk to the DAV, man.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting to talk to those guys because I've just largely given up. Apathy. Honestly, it's like, you know what? I could spend that time hustling for commissions.
Well, talk to the DAV. They have spoke people that will be able to help you out. They basically have their own VA lawyers. So
Yeah, we'll see. I'm jaded though at this point.
man,
I am very much. I will admit that I am very much sour grapes over the subject. You know. All right, dude, for real. Fuck off.
He told you.
Yeah, he's trying to sneak his way over to my shoulders again, and you really want to drive an animal crazy? Blow air straight up their nose.
Oh yeah, I know. I got bit on the nose for that one. Dan is asking, what is this art we are seeing?
This is for Paladin Dragoon. Give me a second here to zoom back out. And there we go. Boop. So it's starting to come together. Feathering makes all the difference when you do it in the right directions. Like you got your harsh shadows, you got your soft shadows. Oh man, he was really upset about that one because he thought he had it. The cat thought that he had finally made it to the lab, and then it was a trap. I unceremoniously just put him on the floor. He was not happy, as you probably heard.
Not at all.
Yeah, see that thundering noise from overhead? That is my youngest. I don't know how they do it. How can such a tiny body make so much noise? But then again, I don't know how it can occupy most of a queen bed either. Like for real. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do that?
I don't understand it either, because I know when I was when I was a youngin' and I'd walk in, by, Mom, Dad, I had a bad dream. Can I sleep with you? Okay. Then it would be my dad saying, all right, you stay in that spot. You go beyond that spot. You're being thrown onto the floor. Okay.
See, yeah, no, my parents used to do that. I just can't do it. I'll just pick up and move to the couch. I'll pick up and move to the couch. Or often as it goes, like by the time I'm going to bed, everybody's already in bed. So more often than not, I'm going to the couch because Mama has got them all. Hey, whatever it takes to get them in bed on time. Honestly,
there was my dad was an old ass Vietnam vet. There was no softness with that guy.
I understand.
Well, there was. I mean, he was a good dad when he was being a good dad, but you know,
right.
He was also pretty rough around the edges.
Understandable.
Yeah, he didn't put up with bullshit.
Yeah.
He had no problem with doling out the ass beatings in public.
See, my stepdad, like he was so clever at
Corey Barton.
Yo, Corey, what's up, dude? Did you see the picture on Twitter with the bulletproof titties?
Yes.
I fucking loved it.
I saw that. I was like, "Get me!" I'm looking at the black and whites, and it's just not clicking with me. I'm like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Oh, that reminds me of that one spoof comic strip. What was it? It was, Superman standing there, fucking the bullets are bouncing off his chest, and Wonder Woman's just dinging them away with her bracelet. Wait a minute, if you're bulletproof, right? Yeah. How come you're using your bracelets? See the bullet bounce off her boob, then all the bad guys are every single bad guy's shooting at her now, giggling.
They're all laughing. Yeah, but those guys won't be laughing. Great art, dude. Like, dude, Corey is, speaking of artists that have leveled up, I mean, the guy was already good, but holy cow, man. Of course, it might be cheating that he's got Clayton for a brother, who's got the How to Draw, literally has the How to Draw Comics group on Facebook. All right. Time to move in on that background. And then I've got the foreground dirt to do. Get the shadowing fixed on Leela. Get some texturing inserted. Fix the shadowing on that other thing. I got to block a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I'm going to take a break for a minute and just save this. I need a break from this. That's what I do. I jump around. Because then that way I can let it marinate for a little bit and be like, oh, okay, holy cow, I didn't see that error that I had there.
Yeah. You gotta step back. That's why whenever I'm writing, I'll go on a roll, then it's like, all right, I better take a break and go back and proofread some of my shit, to make sure that everything's lining up and whatnot. Fucking
yeah.
Like, oh, wait a minute, there's that little detail I forgot that should be brought up here. So let me go ahead and go back and fix that real quick. And
yep, most definitely.
Okay, eventually I'm going to have to do a action horror comic.
Well, that would be fun.
Well, I have a neat little idea in my head. I mean, it will be based off of one of the old short stories I did back in high school, but and I was writing a sequel to that a few years ago, but then I went back and began to do the proofreading. I was like, I don't fucking like this. I don't like this at all. What the fuck am I doing here? Fucking, so I got rid of it.
Well, hey, that happens though, I've got a Rolodex full of ideas that I'm not using. It probably helps if there we go. Turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Get this moved properly. Good Lord, what resolution am I working on this picture? That's when I start seeing the lag, I'm like, wait a minute, what resolution am I working at? So let me say, I'm just trying to reduce a tangent here, and it's a heck of a tangent, and it's kind of annoying me. So I think that's good.
Yeah, Dan. I pretty much had with the Neon Revenant. I pretty much have the entire first volume done, which just in text it's only like maybe 150 pages, but when you convert that over to a script, it's over 300. So, or whenever you try to convert it over to something that has multiple panels, it's like over 300 comic pages. So it's like, what the fuck? So going back, I've only got the script done for, I guess, what would be the first chapter of the first volume, and I still need to get the other two done, and I'm only like maybe 3/4 of the way through the second one. Made a script out of that. But yeah, I had to take a break because it was fucking starting to drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's great. Right, I'm excited, man. I want to get cracking on this. Of course, I am. Working on my own stuff as well. Got the 0 to 12 going on here, which I've really streamlined production on this. for this specific style. It actually looks better than it actually is. Um, it really is. I'm cheating so much that now I've got like page production time down to 6 to 8 hours for 2 pages,
Mm-hmm.
and I've still got like, yeah, I'm only like 6 hours into this page, and it only has like a little bit of stuff left. But there's also a lot of negative space in here because there is some words, right? There's some words, especially on this facing page right here, which is page 7. Let's see if I can find. Do I have a pointy layer? There we go. Here, nope. There we go. Oh, no, really? Oh, that's because you're that tool. Okay, there we go. See, now I got the no. Right. There's.
Ooh, I am currently at 75 signups.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, here in this black space, we've got some sound effects that are going to go there. Here where this hair is, there's another word bubble that's going to be going like right here.
I thought you were going to put like a little action sound, like a little swish of her hair.
Yes, swish,
Swish.
It's really only like real short, and it's to kind of bridge between her eye line and the figure right here. Mm-hmm. So it's going to go like probably like right here, and it's just more or less like a grunt, just like a kind of a noise. As you know, with that psychotic overconfidence, what the Japanese call 3 whites.
Mm-hmm.
Right, 3 white eyes, and that overconfidence, and of course, like this condescending, I'm unimpressed look from 12, because the conversation is like, Zero's like, yep, I took out the bad guys, and 12's like, yeah, we were supposed to like capture them, and now you've let the entire jungle know where we are. And of course, Zero's overconfidence. Luckily, this time, with this incident, it's going to result in a.
Oh, thank you, Corey. Corey just signed up.
Oh, dude, rock! You know what? My copy of Kozor is at my. I think it got shipped to my brother's house. I forgot to change my shipping address. But then again, if I did that, I would have to change shipping and everything. So I just got my brother's going to box up a bunch of books and stuff and send it to me. But I can't wait to read my copy of Kozor. I'm super excited. Super duper excited.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
What? Ba-doop. Yes. Outstanding.
Hoorah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Praetorian Blues. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a good, fun story from World War Hell, Dan. He's actually creating something in the cyberpunk world of Scalpel Zero.
Ooh.
Yeah, the world is super developed. Like, I stopped running with the R. Talsorian Cyberpunk 2020 universe in 2003. And at that point, I was developing this science fiction world where I needed to develop the early stages of humanity, or foray into high tech. And so I just started running games in that world and developing it. And of course, I didn't entirely develop it through gameplay. Actually, most of it was editorial, working with a historian, working with a sociologist, like a lot of working with people that were experts at tech. Kind of doing the Jules Verne thing of people asked Jules Verne because he was so knowledgeable about science and whatnot.
Yeah.
That they asked him if he was a scientist, and of course I'm paraphrasing the interview. in the response. But he goes, no, I just know a bunch that people. I know a bunch of experts, and I asked them. Right. And
I think it was pretty much. I think it was the same thing with H.G. Wells too.
Yep, same thing as H.G. Wells.
If I ever have kids, that's what I'm starting them out on.
Hey, yeah. Actually, we have a bunch of H.G. Wells young reader books, and we've been reading those to the kids since they were really little. I love H.G. Wells.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell hath no fury like a mother's rage. It's going to be a hell of a story. One hell of a story. But yeah, we got some. These are my breakdowns here for this. I got to redo this first panel up top. Panel number 1 has to get redone, and I've got to probably going to redo this entire page 11, the opening page. The other page is fine. The other page is okay, but that first one, it's a little convoluted. The eye flow is not necessarily there. It's a little confusing. So got to fix that. And then this is the next page. Yeah, I've got the panels in there, and it's an interesting scene. It's an interesting scene. A little wordy, but that's okay because then they take off. Yeah, and that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
You know it's gonna be good because 12 literally gets stomped into a mud hole. See, that's it pops up 12, of course, from left to right as you're seeing it on this panel 2 of the turn page is 12, the Medvedev Mark IV Cyborg, and 0. Of course, 12 and 0 are scattering like so many beaver into the wild. And yeah, I did kind of violate the 180 rule there, but I did it on purpose, actually. It's to change the dynamic, all right? Because now we're seeing it from the other side, because as soon as you turn the page, it is a 180. It's a total 180 on the page. And then because they're splitting up, I put him in the middle and reestablish left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, when you turn the page here, boom, 0 is still on the same side of the page as she was on this one. So she's still kind of in that action, and she continues to stay there until we get to the shot where it's like, yeah, got the 2 main subjects, 0 in the last open panel, we've got 0 and 12 from left to right. And then from the secondary subjects of the incoming the incoming dual rotor vehicle and the now decapitated cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just tell you, the corporate executive is not happy. This was originally going to be a drawn-in tier because I was going to crowdfund it, right?
Right.
I was going to do 12 pages and crowdfund it, right? Just right there. But I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to, I worked with my writer, worked with my editor, and we're like, you know what? We could fluff it out a little bit with some more adventure, some high stakes adventure, and see how these units do well in the wilderness. And it does kind of show off some of their abilities, like the ability to one of the things that makes the Scalpel series Cyber Droid so incredible is that it can eat almost anything for a fuel source. So they're like, as they're talking and they'll have no spoilers, but they'll be safeguarding somebody through the jungle. And as they're doing that, of course, these units burn intense amounts of energy. They do have like very superhuman abilities, so that takes a lot of energy. And that translates if you're using an organic fuel system, especially bioelectric, which both of them do use a bioelectric converter, a series of muscles that are very similar to an electric eel. But imagine like if you dialed it up to 11 with like a mucilid's, a mollusk, sorry, not a mucilid, but a mollusk's muscle density, then you've got something seriously powerful. And then you have the ability to release it in tiny increments, like fine-tuned muscle control. Then you have yourself a biocapacitor, which is what they have. But they're burning calories because they've gone through a couple of combat scenarios. They've survived they've survived a horrible incident or two. And so they're like eating like everything, like bugs. And this, as they're walking through the jungle, as they're moving through the jungle, as the plot is going on, there's occasionally a frame of them like, putting something in their mouth as they're refueling on the go. Maintain your energy levels. Got to keep that energy up, right?
Yeah.
Right? No cafe eating scenes. No, we're eating bugs and slugs and leaves and twigs and dirt, which is just they were not designed to do that. But they were designed to do that. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited, dude. It's finally coming out, finally coming together. I know I've received, and appropriately, I have received a lot of flack for not getting this out. Like, I've had some people like, oh, your book's never coming out. And it's like, dude, real life kept getting in the way. I don't know if you guys knew this, but up until like upon my moving, this was not my primary source of income. Art was not my primary source of income. It was a secondary source of income. My primary source of income was small business consultation and troubleshooting. And I just don't have that in this town. I don't have a suit anymore. I can't just go out, grab my business cards, get some new business cards made up, grab my suit, and have, and instill confidence in people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be sharp dressed. You gotta be like, I gotta go hit the, when I go out and do that work, like I go hit up the salon. I get a facial, I get a nice hair done, I get my beard trimmed and and get like my I get a beard wax. And yes, it sucks as much as it sounds, but I get a wax so that way it's easier to maintain and it looks clean, like it looks crisp. Get my nails done, get my hands like done, like the whole 9 yards, because when you're shaking somebody's hand, they look nice. They look good. It instills confidence, and that's part of the game. Is branding yourself, marketing yourself. So, unfortunately, I'm not in that position right now, and it's kind of pricey to get that rolling. That's like a suit. Well, I got Chicago nearby, so I could go hit up the Chicago's garment district, which I'm absolutely certain they do have one. Not as big as Los Angeles's garment district, but go hit up their garment district. I can get, and this is a little secret. If you live near a major metropolitan area, like major metropolitan and not like your state capital, there's usually a garment district. There's usually a place, especially if there's banks, right? If there's financial institutions, there's places that make suits. Yep. And this is where the suits that places like Men's Warehouse and other discount retail outlets, this is where they go to for their suits, right? So like for $500, I'd be walking around at $1,500 worth of threads. And they'll throw in free shirts and shoes and ties and belts. Like they'll give you cufflinks. I mean, they're not really that great at cufflinks. They look nice, but they're really crummy. Don't let them get wet. They'll turn everything green. But, and you know, that's tailored. That's custom for you right there. Just like with printing of comics. Right? People are like, oh, I can't find a printer. And it's like, dude, find where the banks are. Send an email to these printing companies that are there. They'll do it. You explain. You don't say, hey, can you make me a comic book? Because their response will be, we don't do comic books. Right? You say, hey, I need, you know, this dimensions of a book with a cover of this weight and quality, with interior pages of this weight and quality, and I need it, and this is graphic, and I need it, you know, black and white, full color, et cetera, et cetera. How much at what price breaks? Because you got to tell them, like, hey, you know, how much for 100 copies, 250 copies, how much for one copy? Always say how much individually, and then, you know, find out where your price breaks are. You can just ask them, hey, where are my price breaks? And usually it's around like 50, 100, 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000, you know, and usually more than 2,000, you're probably not going to see a big price break after that. That's
World War Hell, Dan. My primary source of income is my nudity. I don't make a lot of money. Alex replies, everything is marketing, Dan. For example, you could demand they pay you to put your clothes back on.
Right? We keep offering it. Oh, wow. This is my OBS froze again. I don't know why it does that. There we go. Well, occasionally I just got to unfreeze it. Like, apparently there's a new update. I got to go get it because the last update was janky and I'm too lazy to roll it back.
Do it.
Damn it. All right. Crackoom, a little shout out to the Crackback. Because F Danny. He don't back books. We don't like Danny.
Danny, how dare you?
Danny's a chump, dude. Still, my favorite panel out of all of this is like this really simplistic one. Ain't no Mary Sue. I hate Mary Sue's. I really do. I really do. Of course, the fans' favorite panel is this one right here. They like this one. That's their favorite so far. And I'm like, no, I can dig because it's a detailed shot because it's helping to establish this scene. It's the secondary establishing shot. Like this is the first establishing shot, right? That establishes the protagonist. Well, this panel 2, page 2, that establishes the bad guys. And then I've got the gunfire exploding out of the panel here, breaking the panel. Jim Shooter's, of course, like all sorts of triggered right now. I've got that to kind of like put an exclamation mark on this dude.
I also like how on that first page, final panel, you have the dash lines breaking the border of the panel.
Yeah, and that's going to be like the sound effects actually going to be coming from off panel, from outside the panel. It's the vip vip ving ving va vi vi, you know, little sound effect.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Yeah.
Man, a couple weeks ago, I was about ready to go have some words with my neighbor behind me. No, normally I don't give a shit about people blasting guns around here. I blast my guns every now and then, but how he does it, he doesn't have a backstop or a proper berm.
Oh no,
anything
that's
like
not even
that.
safe, man.
Well, I heard a fucking a couple. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, rightfully so. Holy moly, man.
I was like, I'm not going to talk to him while he's holding his shotgun right now.
Oh yeah, you can see here with the blue line on this one. Here, I'll take away the blue line. Put the blue line. So yeah, you can see with the blue line on this one, he was originally much bigger than I realized that. Oh, holy cow! I didn't leave any room for the words.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Right, because they are having a conversation
Uh-huh.
there, as brief as it is. Because Zero has been sent out to be tested against the next generation of models. Well, she's a prototype, so they would technically be the first generation models, production models.
And speaking of presentation, pro tip for a lot of people out there: do not create an entire splash page of it just being a fucking lecture between two people. Hello? Freaked out on me there for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Sent out to be tested against the next generation of models. She's a prototype, so they would technically be the first generation models, production models.
And speaking of
Yep. I froze.
pro tip for a lot of people out there: do not create an entire splash page of it just being a fucking lecture between two people.
Now I can't hear you. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, what the fuck was that shit?
Goes out. And I was like, that's weird. Yeah, World War Handia says, man, not to get off this subject, but I found out Sergeant Slaughter never served. Yeah, no, he didn't. But you know what? No, nobody cares because he got a whole bunch of people to do it. You know, it was just a character. And but you'll notice that he's never dressed in a proper uniform ever.
Yeah, never. Doesn't even do a proper salute. I mean, but still, I mean, I love that. Doesn't take away from the fact that I love Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, no, Sergeant Slaughter is dope sauce on a hockey stick. Oh,
The motherfucker's a G.I. Joe. I can't be mad at that.
To answer your question, Dan, that you sent me in DMs, we still need to discuss that because of some of the interactions that the character has and the technological limitations. So there's a little bit of an oopsie there. It really does seem like it should take place later than that one crossover that you want to happen being able to happen, at least with the original. I know that's cryptic for everyone else, but yeah. Yo, some person, what's up?
As long as Dan knows what the fuck you're talking about, I believe it's all good.
Yep. Someone's volume is low.
No, that's when you blanked out.
Yeah. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like,
well,
all of a sudden I didn't hear the drone from the background. I was like, well, I'll just keep on talking for now. And then I got no response. I was like, uh-oh. What the fuck?
And let us not forget, folks, this is the original Comicsgate crossover. And it was done by a fan.
Bloop.
Yeah, this is, and it's non-canon because the Unbreathable Skunk Girl does not fart rainbows and fly. It's actually just making fun of a meme. But yeah, it is funny.
Grab my butt. Why?
Well, we have been at it for 2 hours, my friend.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we have.
It's time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I want to get running here.
All right.
I'm expecting something like King League. My hands are on the ground. You're under arrest for espionage.
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh.
I don't understand that one, but okay.
I think it's hilarious, though.
Oh, shit. All right.
Crack-coom. Bow. That's right. Speaking of which, what's the latest project that the Crack Pack's got going on, man? They are just pumping out projects like left and right. So it's hard, dude. Some of the like the small to medium creators, dude, they are doing exactly what needs to be done, pumping out quantity of product, and that excites me.
With quality.
Quantity with quality, but quantity of product, and getting it out there and building up a library, building up the stories that people are going to be talking about. Now, granted, the bigger guys are putting out bigger books, and when you break it down, they're, people go, oh, they're only putting out one book a year, and it's like, but it's like 120 pages. So, what is that? That's a bi-monthly comic. That's once every 2 months, right?
Yeah.
So that's like that's essentially 6 issues a year. They're just putting it into like one bigger book, so it's actually more cost effective to you.
Yeah.
More
cost effective, and on top of that, I mean, it takes longer to get out there, but they're taking their time with it. They're not trying to rush it.
Oh yeah, no, and they're the artwork is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, absolutely phenomenal.
Great, like perfect example. I'm going to keep talking about this book because it's fucking good. Inglorious Rex.
Oh heck yeah, dude. Well, Shane Davis, man.
Yeah.
I really want Inglorious Rex.
But I ain't paying no fucking $5,000 or $1,000 to have my name included in the fucking next book.
Oh jeez, is he really charging that?
Give me a moment. Let me look it up. I think that is one of his options.
Well, I mean, you got to put it up there. I keep telling folks too. I'm like, look, and I forgot to do this with the Fembot Apocalypse, but like, you got to put like the ridiculous. You got to put up that ridiculously expensive.
Oh, pardon me. It's not that much, but still, it's your fighter name on roster, $500.
Okay. Yeah, no, you got to throw it out there. Hey, has anybody bought it?
No, no one yet. Then there's be drawn into volume 2 for $1,000. Be a ringside spectator.
That's really pricey, but you got to put it out there.
Yeah, he's got
you got to put it in there.
He's got
put
4
stuff on the campaign.
No one's bought that one yet. That's 4 slots available for that one, and then for the roster, it's 8 slots.
Okay, that's a lot of funding.
Yep. But reprint cover art for
you never know when somebody might believe in the project that much.
Yeah.
That's a bit pricey. I don't think. Has anybody bought into those tiers?
The most expensive tiers are $6,000.
Goodness.
I'm looking
what are you getting with that?
Let's see, for original cover, 24 hours variant cover. I think it's a cover he'll do specifically for you. Or is it just, no, it's just the cover art, like the original hand-drawn art for the 24 hours variant cover, which was a variant that was only available for 24 hours. And then supplemental volume 2 cover art, that's $6,000. Let's see, original cover for volume 1, it is $5,000. Another original cover for volume 2 is $5,000. Then there's the Be Drawn. Get an original art page from the book, $4,000. Your fighter name for $500.
Okay, yeah, he made over $250,000 on it. So, I mean, that seems pricey to me, but it's a $250,000 campaign. That's nothing to scoff at. So yeah, no, it might be worth it. Let's see here, over 3, and this is just the first one. It's the first Inglorious Rex, and with over 3,000 backers. So,
to include me.
Yeah, no, I missed out on this one.
I already backed the second one. That first book was just so damn good.
Dude, it looks really good. Let's see here. Let's see how. Oh, that's. Ugh.
I mean, it's a. How I could describe the story, it's like a perfect blend between, I want to say, Real Steel, Rocky, and Speed Racer.
Is he?
What's that?
Oh, okay. The coloration of backer kit made me think that somebody was shadowing his campaign on Indiegogo, but he's not. So yeah, he's 23 days left, and now is that on the? That's just on the first 30 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely golden. And
yeah,
that's good to see because he's already at 1,100 backers. Let's see which is his most popular tier. See, this is what I do. I do business analysis, right? He is not moving the merch. It is kind of pricey, but it does look nice. It looks like a sublimated print.
Yeah, I was tempted to get the Keown cover, but I got to have Shane Davis's original style. I just like that one.
Yeah, no, I can dig it. I dig it. So far, geez, let's see here. I'm looking to see because that's not adding up. Looking. Look, I get it when you're in crowdfunding mode that you don't have a digital copy, right? But
Yeah.
dude, buggy whips, man. Buggy whips. You got to get into the digital market. I'm just going to say it. If you don't get into the digital market, you're fucking stupid. You got to find a way to get into the digital market because, dude, digital sales outweigh physical sales unless you're putting out like a book. Like, and I mean, when I mean book, I don't mean like a measly 150 pages. I mean like something like 250 to 350 pages, like these little manga books that you buy at the store.
Like
those are the books people like Death. Exactly. Or like Paladin Dragoon. Right? The good chunky books. You should be looking at digital. You should be looking at digital. If you're not considering it or if you're poo-pooing on it, then you're going to find yourself in the same position as buggy whip sales in the next 10 years.
Oh, yeah. I do plan on doing a digital version of it, but mainly I'm doing that for the international folks.
See, yeah, there you go. Well, and I'm not even saying like people got to do that on their crowdfunder. I understand the crowdfunder, right? It's all sorts of special edition and stuff like that. So digital available on the crowdfunder doesn't excite me so much, right? Even though it is a good way to get it's almost entirely profit margin, right? It's a great way to get some funding, especially from international people who want to support you.
Mhm.
Offer them a digital package. Give a digital package with all your physical packages. These days, my comics, like if I got some of these comics like that I've backed, um, uh, I keep the physical safe and I read the digital. I load it up on my computer screen, or I take it with me on my phone, so I've got something to do on the bus. Like right now, what I've got Trish Kafari, aka DanFan29. I've got her Orgasm Girl.
Is it good?
It's hilarious. It really could have used some more padding, like a little bit more. It could have used a little bit more on the storytelling, a little bit of expansion, but I'm not complaining. It was okay. It was funny though. Like I laughed. I got it. It's cute. It's funny.
Because I know a couple years ago I tried to get her on my channel to like do an interview / let's bullshit and whatnot. She didn't really seem down for that. I was like, okay.
Well, she's kind of does her own thing, She's
Yeah.
Like she was expecting a bunch of horrible responses, but she put one of those Twitter things of "Why do you follow me?" which is always a good question to ask your followers too.
Yeah.
Why do you patronize? Why do you patron? Why are you a patron of this establishment, so to speak? And of course, the big answer was mostly for the weebery, the otaku.
Yeah.
Because that's her big thing, is that she covers and talks about the latest manga and anime and stuff like that.
And Kim Possible.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. And
Shut the fuck up, Alex.
oh Lord. What am I missing? Ooh, that's right. Ooh. Yes, it starts off as ooh, and then after a while.
Walter, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
Shit.
See, it played for me, but every time I go and try to play it doesn't show up for me, but it's showing up for everyone else. So I guess everything's all fine.
I guess it is.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
My boy, Blue.
What?
I played that for no reason.
I got it figured. I was like, what's the context for that one?
Alrighty, my friend. I'm going to bounce out of here and go get myself some dinner.
All right, sounds good. And I guess this is where we end it. Well, go ahead and catch us next Sunday for What's in the Bag. And, we'll see what else we're going to be talking about at that time.
Yeah, we'll try to avoid the politics next time.
Yeah, but we don't want to go down that rabbit hole too much.
Yeah, besides, all the political advertisements, they're over next weekend, and we can get straight to the election denial from everybody.
Yep. All righty. Well, y'all magnificent bastards have a wonderful night.
Yes. Remember Charlie Mike, tell the Mike Charlie.
I had to.
That was our opportunity to ghost.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. All right, try to.